some foreign deity up on a cloud somewhere sitting on a throne. Something that we've got to grasp onto. But we get this in this 5th year of growing fruit that we can now eat. And we hear clearly, I am Yahuwah your Elohim. We understand that in everything there is, was, and will be at every time, today, yesterday, and tomorrow, that he is my mighty judge that has the authority to redeem me when I sell myself into slavery, to deliver me from all the messes that I get myself into, and to restore me back to an upright condition, walking with him, so that I can go back and sell myself into slavery again, so I can be redeemed, delivered, and restored over and over. If we read the book of Judges, we'll understand. But he's always there. And everything there is, everything there was, will be today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Yahuwah Elohim, and Yahuwah Elohim alone is the one that brings us out of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. And we need to be able to perceive that. So, we wrote a pretty cool word up here. The word is, drum roll please, Gada. That means the bank of a river. Well, what does that have to do with anything we're talking about? We're planting trees, right? We're planting trees. Are we planting them by the bank of the river? How do we plant a tree by the bank of a river? Hopefully that made sense. So we go to the first psalm that says, "Blessed is the man who shall not work or walk in the counsel of the wicked, and shall not stand in the path of sinners, and shall not sit in the seat of scoffers. But his delight is in the Torah of Yahuwah, and he meditates in his Torah day and night. For he shall be as a tree planted by the rivers of water, that yields its fruit in season, whose leaf doesn't wither, and whatever he does prospers. The wicked are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind blows away. Therefore the wicked shall not rise in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Yahuwah knows the way of the righteous, but the way of the wicked comes to nothing." He knows the way of the righteous. That's the first psalm. So if he knows the way of the righteous, and if we are seeking to walk righteously because we take the time to meditate on his word so that the tree gets watered, he knows what we're doing. He's always present, right? So, the difference in the 4th year and the 5th year is that in the 4th year, one is still tied to studying Torah, and as such is yet unsure as to its application. Not to mean that in the 5th year you're not studying Torah. You're still studying Torah in the 5th year. But the key word in 3, 4, and 5 years is the word for years, which is shanim, from the root shana, that we get a definition of not only a measure of time, but also a meaning of a change taking place. Shana also means to change or to alter. The years that we read about in these verses represent the change that takes place in us and in our relationship with Yahuwah Elohim. Because of this, the fruit is still eaten in the presence of Yahuwah. It is in the 5th year that application of Torah becomes a natural way of living. We study Torah, but now it's natural to apply the Torah to our lives. We don't miss the BLT. We don't miss the shrimp scampi. And it's not weird to go 7 days without putting any leaven in the bread, because Matzah really does taste good with peanut butter and honey. Okay. And the matzah meatballs are not too bad either. So it's in the 5th year that application of the Torah becomes a natural way of life. And as such, the fruit is eaten everywhere and anywhere that one chooses to go. It's at this point that one truly becomes Qedoshim. It's about building a relationship. It's not about pre-trib, mid-trib, post-trib, rapture, this, all that other nonsense that people try to teach. I see this big billboard when I drive down the freeway. Come to our church. We're teaching Revelation. What about a relationship with Yahweh Elohim? If you don't have a foundation in Torah, you better not be teaching Revelation because you're going to get it all wrong. But anyway, chapter 19 of Vayikra, like I say, it's one of my favorite chapters. If you get time, read through it because it's really neat. But anyway, with all of that, we'll say grooviness is achieved, and we'll let Chester kill the thingy and